Hi everyone, Corey Thorne, psychic medium, spiritual healer, and life coach, coming in to do my channel messages for the month of November. I'm sorry to anyone who didn't get the messages for October. I ran out of time. I didn't get everybody in, and I am sorry. Please remember that these messages are not to replace any medical, psychological, or scientific advice or evidence that you have been given. This is to be taken as a form of entertainment. I am a professionally trained life coach and certified medium, and I'm also a certified past life healer and also a Reiki master teacher, and I work as many other aspects of what I do, and it's all incorporated under one thing on Facebook called Corey Thorne, the spiritual healer. So if you want to book a private session with me, please go to my website, CoreyThorne.com. I take video and phone sessions only right now, unless I post that I will be at a location. Please also know that this message is not to, this is not a personal reading. Sorry, this is not a personal reading. This is taken as a form of entertainment only. This message is this month. Trying to think who I was just actually doing this message for. So this message is actually coming in for my, who was this message for? I'm just asking the channel. So this message was actually for Aquarius, and I know I already did Aquarius, and I have a little bit of kind of energy for the Aquarius, saying that there's a Cancer energy around you, or you're somehow linked to Cancer, or if you have Cancer in like your rising or something, it just feels like there is Cancer. There's a Cancer. Somebody who has Cancer energy, or they are linked to Cancer energy, is what's coming up for me. And the card that came out with this was forgiveness. As if, and this may be even somebody on the other side who was a Cancer sign, you're Aquarius, and they're just saying, please forgive me. There's a sense of please forgive me is what I'm getting. And they can be live or past, because I pick up the energy of both. It doesn't really matter, because spirit is spirit, whether they're in a human body or not. And so there's the essence of forgiveness. And I wish they could have seen things differently. So I have a whole little story I'm unraveling here. And the story of the owl is wisdom and deception. And what I'm being told is that you were being deceived somehow, or you have this, or the sense of that person was being deceived. But there's a story of deception around here somewhere. And don't let yourself be deceived by other people kind of thinking that they know better than you know. It's a sense of trust your own wisdom, trust your own self, and there feels like there's a sense of bitterness of either around you or around this Cancer person. That there's bitterness is what I'm picking up. I'm sorry, everything's popping up on my computer screen, and I got the forgiveness and owl that's coming up. But in the end, what it feels like is like wherever this is coming in, if this is a present relationship or a relationship that's already passed, or it could be work, it could be a friend, it could be anything, but it's somewhere where there's this level of forgiveness that needs to happen. And what's coming up with this is that sweet victory. And I have the Bee card, and it's like, you just keep going, you just keep shining, you just keep doing what you're doing. Stay kind, stay nice, don't become bitter. Don't become mean. Don't become angry. Don't get caught in there. And when you can do the forgiveness, when you can just let it go, it's on them. It's not on you. And not hold any sense of judgment or anger. Just kind of starting to surrender that over. Not saying you ever forget the situations or forget what happened to you, but surrendering it over. And I also feel as if there's a sense of luck coming for you, Aquarius. There's luck on your side. So I have a whole flip happening here. There's luck on your side. And this feels like resonating around, if you've been waiting for a job, as if I just see a pile of resumes, like somebody put out a pile of resumes, like there's a shitload of resumes went out everywhere. And you put all these resumes out, put them out, and nothing was happening. And it's like you're just getting frustrated and tired of waiting. And then boom. Because it's divine timing. It's not your timing. You're just being called to action. So when you're being called to action and you start doing the things that you need to do to make the changes in your life, then the changes will start to happen. And this feels as if everything that you have been doing is starting to show itself as the right decisions, the right choices, and watch and see it's that all that hard work is paying off. Or if you've been building a business and you've been really starting to want to push yourself out there more or get out there more, it's like all that hard work that you've been putting out, all that marketing you've been doing, all those plannings, all that planning is really paying off. Just remember, you have to do that. It's like you have to do the groundwork yourself. You have to get things in place, but there feels as if there's a big change happening. I also am picking up a sense that somebody, this is weird, somebody cut down the wrong tree. Somebody cut down the wrong tree. So it feels as if this feels like a life, like a tree of life. Like somebody cut down the wrong tree, as if there was some sort of the wrong person was taken out, or it was a mistaken identity or something like that is what it feels like to me. Something was a mistaken identity. So whether or not someone came into your yard and cut down your trees or cut down the trees in the yard, or whether or not this was a passing, that somebody's life was taken and it was like done in the dark, and it was like, oh crap, they took out, like they took, it was the wrong, somebody was a victim, but it wasn't the person. It was like a case of mistaken identity or something. It's like, don't hold on to the angers for these people. There's karma. There's karma. There's always a karmatic debt, and it just feels like a karmatic debt. And just know that it's coming, whatever that means. So I'm also picking up the sense of very emotional relationship for you, Aquarius. And this is a partnership and joining together. And I feel like there's like a break. It's like everything has been flowing, everything is wonderful, and there's always that little break where little bits of water can get out, and it's like you have to let the emotions out. You have to let things out. You have to speak your truth. You have to tell, you have to say what your needs are, because your needs can't get met if you're not doing anything to help kind of put that out there. People, I can read minds, but not everybody can read minds. And so if you can't, not everybody's going to read your mind to know what you need or want if you don't open up that voice of yours and speak your truth and say, this is what I need. It doesn't say you got to become mean or angry to get it, but you have to let the emotions flow and let the emotions out. And this is joy. And I feel like when you speak your truth, when you step into this full partnership, own where you are, I just feel like, and this, see, water fairy. And this is the sense of your emotions and feelings. And it's like when you do, it's like you're awakening in all partnerships, including the one with yourself, into this beautiful morphine lotus flower. It's like you're just finally awakening, and you're awakening to all that life has to offer. So there's many little stories all piled into one. I don't know where they all belong, because some belong to everybody or some belong to one person type of thing, and everybody is kind of getting that whole story, but there's bits and pieces that may resonate with you. And if you're a part of the whole piece of the stories that's been happening here, then yay. And if not, you're going to have to pick out the pieces that belong to you, because it's a flow. It's like all emotions are flowing together in here for Aquarius right now. And it all goes right back to the line of forgiveness. When you let go, when you surrender, everything else starts to fall into place. And I just spoke about surrendering in Gemini. And the card of validation that comes out is that stag, that pride, leadership. When you step up to the plate and you start taking charge of your life and taking charge of your emotions and where you want to be in your life, everything else starts to fall into place. And it feels as if life is really falling into place. You've done the action steps. You're charging ahead. That was all that was asked for you, along with the forgiveness. And so it's like, now kind of stand back and look, use those fresh new eyes of yours to look in at the situation and looking at life, and just trust the journey, trust the direction that you're getting. Aquarius, I also have a sense of emotions in a grieving process. And please know that you're also being told that not every day is going to be a perfect day yet. And that feels like this is coming from a child or something. Mom, Not every day is going to be a perfect day, or dad. You're still going to have those days. It's okay to still have those days. Stop being so hard on yourself. And spirit of place, and this is the fall, and here's the tree. This is the root of the trees, the ancestors, and whoever this is that just spoke to me says that, you know, they're still in your heart. They never left your heart. They're still a place of your. They're still really placed in your heart. And just as the fall leaves die, sometimes, you know, not sometimes, we all human selves have to leave this earth. We all have to fall off the tree, and all the leaves fall off the tree, and they decay, and they leave, and then the new life starts. And what I'm being told is almost as if there's a surprise new life coming in for you guys. And this could be in the form of a grandchild or another baby or something, but I just feel like there's a whole sense of a new life that's coming in. And what they're telling me is really trust the transformation that's taking place. And that's for everything. Trust the transformation for Aquarius in November, December. I feel like this goes right on into January, right on into the beginning of 2020. There's many changes, much transformation happening. So much love to you all, and have a wonderful November. Thank you. Bye-bye.